Hey, it's Kyle, and I was just sitting on my couch meditating. I just did about an hour, and I really felt called near the end of it to make a video right away based on what I was feeling inside. And that's about what I believe there is going on. I believe there is a new paradigm for growth and change and transformation. In other words, I know these have always existed, but I really believe more and more, this is going to sound crazy at first, but I really believe that we live in a time where motivation, the way that it worked in the past, doesn't work anymore. The way that it used to work is you picture the thing that you want, and then you do whatever action you can to make it happen. You picture yourself making a ton of money, you picture yourself getting that person you want to be with, whatever. And then you take some type of action and you make it happen. And that's cool. I don't think that is the highest or fastest or most effective way anymore for things to happen. When you want a specific thing, I really want that person or that career or that income, and then you make it happen, often you're doing it, if you could picture it from the beginning, and then you create the thing that you wanted, it was something that you could see from the beginning could happen. And if that's the case, that means you didn't change. Your situation might have changed, your bank account might have changed, but you stayed the same person. You are still the person that really wanted to have all those results, and then you got them. And if you don't change, then you stay the person that can't keep that thing. Because if you really want that thing, you are implying that you're not enough without it. If you really, really want that thing over there, you are implying that you're not enough. And that thing completes you. And that already is a total lie. So you work your butt off and then you get the thing, and now you have this thing that completes you. So it is still your source of anything. It's your source of happiness. It's your source of whatever. And you're still enslaved to that, because the story of you that's not worthy of having it but is going to work your butt off to make it happen still exists. So now you have it, but you still think who you are those results. So you're nothing if they leave. You're horrified if they leave. And this has been the way in the past that we've learned to make things happen. Like, picture what you want, make a vision board, whatever. And that's really great. But I really believe more and more, as time goes on, we can feel energetically in our body that there's still a lack of fulfillment if we go achieve those things, those external things. If you ask yourself what you want in your body, if you ask yourself, like, what do you want? And it says, I want to make a ton of money. You might feel really excited in your mind, but you're not feeling anything different in your body. Now ask yourself what you want if it said, like, I want to just go away for a while. I want to go camping for a month. For some people, not all, but I believe we've opened up since a time where there was a time where the highest everything we ever wanted was to achieve something. But now if you just ask what it wants, it might say, I want to go away. I want to get away from this crazy external stimulus. I want to get away from all of the addictions of people. I want to, be in nature. I want to, and now what we're discovering, I think we feel more and more, is we want to connect to ourselves. We want to meet ourselves. There's a higher fulfillment in that. Now, of course, the old paradigm says, well, yeah, but you still have to go make money. You still have to do those things. And the more that you meet yourself, what happens is you identify that the part of you that really needed those things to be happy wasn't you. And the more you meditate, the more you sit, the more you connect with yourself, the more you feel your body, the more you actually, what happens is, for me, I sit here and I notice this thing that wants to get somewhere else. And I notice it, and I sit there and I keep my eyes closed, and I notice it struggling, and I notice it trying to get somewhere else, and I notice it saying, how many more minutes till we're done meditating? And I always feel it in a different way, but I always feel it at the beginning of every meditation in some way. And I feel it fight, and I feel it fight, and then I'm just suddenly blindsided by this moment that goes away where I all of a sudden am more in the body, and the story that's doing this, that's trying, is suddenly not me. It's suddenly, I'm separated from it. I go from being the struggle to looking at the struggle. And the second I'm not identified with the struggle, meaning like I can see it, I see this lie, it goes away. It goes away because it's not me. What kept the struggle there was me thinking that I was that struggle. But the second it goes away, I see it, it goes away. Now I'm not this person that's struggling and needs something outside of me to be happy. And the second that happens, weirdly, I'm a much more receptive space to where I am just worthiness. And in that, when you are just worthiness, you don't need things to be happy. Now, if someone goes on a date with someone who doesn't need them to be happy because they are complete, those people on the date that see you, if you're complete, will feel your sense of connection to self, and they will feel safe with you, and they will feel more attracted to you because you have the number one thing every person wants, which is a connection to themselves. You have this key, this source. In this place, you're also not as addicted, so you're much less likely to do crazy things, and your highest connection is to yourself. In this place, your connection to yourself brings much faster ideas, creative things, whatever, to the world. And I've discovered that the old me had this motivation mindset and saw the thing and moved towards it, and I could feel momentum and I knew I was getting there. And the new me actually sees that as an addiction that I'm using to stop me from actually closing my eyes and connecting to myself. And the way this works now is I sit here and I often don't feel any momentum. I just sit here long enough and I feel break apart sadness, but a teeny bit more free, break apart sadness. Then I feel my mind start to negotiate. It goes, I think you've done enough. You could stop now. And I just keep feeling, and I just stay there. And then I hear this other lie, and it goes, you can do this, you can do this. And eventually all these things break apart. So eventually I'm in this place where I'm totally in my connection to myself. So it's so funny because I'm now in this place where I notice if I find myself wanting something, searching for something, whatever, I'm not going to get it. But if instead I shut up and I sit and I listen for a while, information that I didn't even know that I wanted comes to me. Information that I didn't even know I needed comes to me, because anything that I'm searching for is small. I noticed I was searching in my meditation to feel any type of connection to my mom, who passed away a week ago today. And I sat there and I tried to see if I could feel some type of connection or any type of just, what she would say to me now if she could, or just feel her. And by doing that searching, only my head is searching. And I'm actually ignoring my heart. And when I just don't try and don't search and just sit, I shift to being receptive to any information that wants to come in. And I discovered that there's so much more information, like what came through in this video, that wants to come in. But I'm so busy searching for a specific thing that my ego wants that I'm not able to receive in that moment. So my job has shifted from searching, making it happen, trying to figure it out, getting somewhere else, to closing my eyes and waiting. And by waiting, I keep identifying something I'm not and clearing out this old crap. And I make myself more and more receptive to exciting information, massive self-connection, and everything else that has always been existing right here. But I haven't seen it because I was so busy searching for something so much smaller. So I really believe that a lot of people are starting to understand this. I believe there is more and more of a space where we can identify. I see the lights are going down, the sun's going down. I see we're in a space where we can identify that it's a lie on a faster and faster rate, to be in make it happen mode. More and more people see that. And a rising is happening of shifting to feeling and becoming more and more receptive by undoing making it happen, undoing distractions, undoing addictions, and just sitting and being. And I promise you, if any human being hears this and chooses to go away for 11 days and get offline, get off your Facebook, get off your Instagram, get off your cell phone, and be in nature for 11 days, you will undo so many things about you that aren't you anymore, that you think you are but aren't you. And you will change a paradigm, and you will accidentally create more abundance, impact, and everything else for yourself than achieving could have ever done. Because you're more receptive to more brilliant ideas. And instead of making channel 2 the greatest channel in the world, you can shift to being the remote control and changing the channel. Change the channel by backing up and waiting. And by doing that, things are going to change for you, and accidentally, as a byproduct, the world. Yeah. The only part of you that doesn't make sense to is your mind. It doesn't make sense to your mind. So if you're trying to see what I'm saying before you do it, that's the old paradigm. You can't see it. You have to feel it first. Feel it and then actually do it. and see if it's true. Don't knock it till you tried it.